What's going on, Aquarius? I hope you are doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for March 14th to the 20th, 2022. So in this reading, Aquarius, we're going to take a look at some upcoming opportunities and challenges coming your way for the upcoming week. We're also going to close off this reading with some advice and messages from your angels and spirit guides. So, first things first, you are all definitely very welcome here in this space with me, Aquarius, as we go through the reading. I appreciate you taking the time to check out the reading a lot. If you feel this reading resonates with you, Aquarius, don't forget to like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the next week's energy for you, Aquarius. So give me a moment and we'll pull the energy. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and lay out the cards and see what we got going on here. Okay, the Tower. Very interesting. Yeah, okay. Very interesting energy, Aquarius. So let's go ahead and jump into this reading for you. So let's start off here in your opportunity slot for the 14th to the 20th of March. We have the Three of Wands, the Tower, and also the Queen of Cups in your opportunity slot. So I see for a lot of you, you may be reevaluating some sort of way that you've been living your life for a long time with the Tower card to the Three of Wands here. You know, the Three of Wands, I'm almost getting with the Tower combination is almost like you're realizing that, you know, life has a lot better things to offer than the life that you've been living up until this point. The Tower in your opportunity is an opportunity to karmically cleanse yourself and to let go of some sort of thing, a person, a job, some sort of structure that has probably been in your life for a very long time. And your challenge is to maybe consider that there is a better direction for you to move in. So this may have to do with a relationship for some of you. You know, for others of you, it's just going to be more so what you feel going on here. The Queen of Cups also in your opportunity, especially right next to the Tower. The Queen of Cups is someone who is like aware of emotional undercurrents. So it's not a week to suppress your emotions. This is a week to be doing shadow work, I would say, Aquarius, where you really go into yourself and you figure out what's going on. We're going to have to clarify to like get more information on exactly what's going on here. But you know, that's your opportunity, something to let something go and plan for a different direction is what I see here. This could be something that suddenly happens because the Tower has an element of surprise too. Let's go ahead and move on to your challenge though. You have the Six of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and also the Five of Cups in your challenge. So it's very clear to me that a lot of you could be dealing with either a breakup that causes you to maybe have less resources financially, or you're dealing with letting go of a job. Because I think this Tower, whatever is falling apart, represents different things for different people, Aquarius. But the King of Pentacles is the centerpiece to your reading, and the challenge indicates that, yeah, whatever's falling apart here, it's going to maybe have you take a financial hit, like feeling steady, which is what the King of Pentacles is. You know, feelings of long-term security may be going out the window, but it's for a deeper spiritual reason, Aquarius. The Five of Cups in your challenge as well, and you also have the Three of Swords here in the advice position from your spirit guide. So they're telling you to go within here to confront some sort of painful situation. The Five of Cups in your challenge here, you know, the Five of Cups talks all about like sadness, despair, loss, almost like loneliness. Like you may be letting something go. The question to ask yourself is like, what have you learned from this sad time? Like when this starts to fall apart, the question to ask yourself is, what have you learned? But we're going to clarify that more. But it just seems like to me, Aquarius, what I sense going on here is that the Six of Swords is a card of like transitioning from choppy waters to more calm ones. And so I sense you may be moving careers, or you may be simply letting go of a lover. This could be a very clear breakup reading for a lot of you, just as the cards are laid out. But as we move down here to the advice from your spirit guides, right, we have the Three of Swords, the Sun, and also the Four of Cups here. So there's something better, okay? What this, the Sun card is a beautiful card to see in this spread, because what it does is it amplifies the good qualities of all the other cards that it's around, and it also decreases the negative qualities. So this is like a buffer to the Tower. So I don't sense that you're going to be completely going crazy, but there is going to be a very big shift here. But the Sun card to the Three of Wands here says that there's something better coming in, and although you're letting something go, and you may have like a fear of missing out, because whatever you're letting go of, the Five of Cups is almost coming through once again, like I said, loneliness. Or deep sadness. The Queen of Cups is you not being sure if you can hold space for yourself, so make sure that you reach out to someone who can. But the Four of Cups here in the advice from Spirit is saying, like, let it go. You may be tempted to go back into something that is no longer for you, but it's almost like the universe has been targeting this for a long time in your life, whatever's falling apart, and there is something better here, Aquarius, for you. So, this could be something that's falling apart that's been going on for a very long time. And I think with the Three of Wands, right, it has to do with enterprise and career, but it has to do with your soul. I think a lot of you are probably moving towards a more heart-based, authentic lifestyle. But it may just, this week, something just may break or fall apart that then causes you to really think about, okay, I really do need to change course and make a sacrifice. So I hope this is resonating and providing you insight for this week, Aquarius. Well, let's go ahead and get into this reading and start clarifying. Why is the Tower here in your opportunity? That would indicate like an opportunity to embrace the chaos. It's kind of like the Emperor card. It's like balanced chaos, because everything in this universe is energy. So when things are going crazy and falling apart, you have more primal energy running through you, or chi, depending on how you want to look at it, spiritual energy, or both, if you know how to harness it. But why is the Tower here? Sorry, let's go ahead and see. Why is the Tower here in Aquarius's opportunity? Because it's not a challenge. It may not, gotta shut up. Okay, the Tower is clarified by the Playfulness card, and it makes sense with the Sun card. Okay, this is it's a beautiful synchronistic story that I was reading about. There was this, some people call him the founder of Stoicism, Zeno. He was a Greek philosopher back in the day, and what he was doing is he was traveling from one island to another, and on this ship he had all of his possessions. His whole life's work were on this one ship, and then a storm came and completely destroyed his whole life's work. Okay, and at that point in time when the storm came and all of his life's work got swept under the sea, he could have easily went into defeatism and just been sad about it, but he became the founder of Stoicism, which is to embrace your life. Whatever life throws at you, it's almost like your attitude determines where you're going to go from there. So it's always important to almost have the attitude of playfulness when life seems to fall apart. Because what Zeno did was, instead of going into defeatism or a victim mentality, he almost laughed at it. And because the universe is a mirror, this is something that also I've read about in a book called Reality Transurfing, which is all about a technique called the reality inversion. So what you do here, whatever's falling apart or an inconvenience, quote unquote, but that's actually leading into something better, what you do, Aquarius, this week is you act as if you chose this, and it's the best possible thing. So even if something quote unquote bad happens, you literally turn it on its head and you say, oh my God, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And on an energetic metaphysical perspective, it actually helps you transition much faster. So I don't know why the story of Zeno, the frickin' transurfing, but that's just so, because when the Sun card here, it's almost like maybe you've dealt with challenges before and you know how to bounce back, Aquarius, for a lot of you. You've been through a lot, so you're okay, I can get through this. So you have a lot of resourcefulness. And everything's happening for a reason is what I would say here. And deep down, I think you know that. But let's go ahead and move on as well. Let's also just clarify this Three of Wands, because this is crucial for your opportunity. This is where you're going next. Future planning. But it looks good. It's like a lot of you, even though something falls apart, you're playful about it, and you also have confidence for the future, which is great, because that's the way of the alchemist. So you never allow external circumstances to govern your inner state. Trust that everything happens for a reason, and since the universe is a mirror, everything's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Everything is a placebo effect. So it's like you have the freedom of choice to choose whatever you want. Why wouldn't you just choose the highest timeline? I don't know, but let's see why the Three of Swords is here for Aquarius. Okay, completion. Yeah, so you have a lot of, even though you have maybe some challenges because something's falling apart, you have actually a lot of like excitement about what the future brings, because you've reached a certain level of expansion that can no longer continue. So the completion card, you see the puzzle piece. There was one final puzzle piece that may have been blocking you from really living the life that you really were meant to before you incarnated, that your soul wanted to live, your true purpose. There's something completing now, major arcana, that then resets your lifeline. So whether this is a breakup or a breakup of a career, some of you may even get fired this week, but it could be very actually beneficial for you in the long run. Okay, so just be aware of that here, Aquarius. So I feel like I just had something more to say, but then I forgot. Oh well. So let's go ahead and move on to your challenge and see why some of these cards are here. Let's go ahead and see why this King of Pentacles is the centerpiece to your reading. You could be having a challenge with the King of Pentacles. Once again, like I said, you're getting fired, you're getting dumped, something like that, but it's happening for a higher purpose. Why is the King of Pentacles here for Aquarius? Okay, the King of Pentacles is clarified by the healing card. Yeah, so something is like, sometimes like when things fall apart, it's actually great. Like there's a completion from, whether this be a job or a family structure or like someone that you've been dating or married to. Stepping away from this, even though it sucks, it's like ripping a band-aid off at first, it's actually very healing. So this is the path of healing for you to move in a new direction, even though it's very difficult for you to do so. Or that's what I sense here, Aquarius, very healing though. So so there's a deeper reason for this for sure. It's not like you're just doing this stuff for no reason. Let's also clarify the Six of Swords. Why is the Six of Swords here in your challenge? Some of you may have to move out or move state or country because you're changing your job, or you're changing, you're going through a breakup or something. Some of you, I just have to say, may even be getting physically injured. Like one summer I was playing basketball, and back in the day I used to be able to dunk. And I was hanging on like a 10-foot rim, and I fell, and I broke my wrist, but and I was really pissed off, but then it led to my spiritual awakening, or part of it, so let's go ahead and see why the Six of Swords. Sorry I keep ranting, but so when things don't go your way, it's happening for a reason. The universe is literally just like spitting it out at me, like, just, hey, Aquarius, remember it's happening for a reason, even though it doesn't seem like it. Okay, Six of Swords. Yeah, once again, it doesn't matter where you're going, Aquarius. The adventure card. So it's like Three of Wands. You're excited about the unknown. Okay, like this is, it reminds me of when I actually dropped out of college and moved to Las Vegas. I was in like college, and I knew it wasn't right for me, so I let it fall apart with the tower. And I didn't really, I moved to Vegas for a job, but it was very like, I had to work for it. It was crazy. But guess what? I didn't know what the hell was going to happen every single day. I was just roaming around chasing the dream. I didn't know what was going to happen, and I had so much experience. So whatever experience that you were meant to embody, you were meant to get out of life, the universe is realigning you to that. And it might not make sense, and you may even have to go through, because the universe is always expanding, so expansion comes through challenge. So you may even experience new challenges in this new lifeline, but they're going to be better challenges. They're going to be more authentic challenges that create eustress instead of what we call distress. Okay, a good type of stress that actually, it's healing. Okay, so Don't be afraid to go into your emotions with the Five of Cups here. Allow yourself to be alone. You could have some of you could feel very like traded, like if someone hurt you, but nothing's personal. So I sense a lot of physical travel for a lot of you. I definitely do. Let's go ahead, Aquarius, and move down here to the advice. Let's see why the Three of Swords in the Tower, that says like something's done and dead in the water, most likely, that you may be clinging to it, Aquarius. Why is the Three of Swords here for Aquarius? Last one. Why is the Three of Swords here for Aquarius in the advice position? Okay, yeah, so the Three of Swords is clarified by the Four of Wands. So most likely, the Four of Wands in traditional tarot is all about like homecoming, kind of a homey family frequency, a very high frequency. So whatever is being ripped away from your life, once again, it's like the loneliness thing I keep saying. It's like you can no longer participate with certain people or with a certain thing that maybe on one level it was out of alignment, but on another level you still miss this person. So sometimes, you just have to let time heal all things, Aquarius, because the universe has your back. Like the universe is supporting you. I'm sending you good energy right now, Aquarius. So the universe is supporting you. It has your back. There's too many major arcanas in there, especially with the Sun card in the Tower. Let's go ahead and see though why the Sun card is here. What's better? Why is the Sun here? Hold the positive outcome as well. And just be very innocent with this. You have the child here, and then you have the playfulness card. Okay, the Sun is clarified by the stress card here. So the advice from Spirit here is like, you can either choose stress or you can choose happiness. You can choose to be like Zeno and, accept with dignity whatever fate that the universe throws at you, knowing that it's all perfect. We're all just living in the mind of God, but we have to take responsibility as well. So, but what I'm saying here, Aquarius, with the advice here, is that make sure that you don't let this stress you out more than it has to, because I think there's a beautiful quote that says like, most problems are not really real. They're just in the mind. They're just fear. Because of the eons of negativity that we've been experiencing as humans on the planet Earth, our ancestors at least, we have been programmed to constantly look for problems. And it's almost like you're going on this adventure where you don't need all the answers, Aquarius. You just need to go with the flow and let go, because letting go is actually what you need to do to be happy instead of adding more on. So what the universe is actually saying is like, you're going to look to fill this gap, Aquarius. You're going to look to plug that hole up with something new. The universe is saying, let it rock, Aquarius. Sink into the I am presence. That is your connection with God and the universe and your higher self. The I am presence is meditation. It is the observer. It's who you really are. Instead of getting entangled into some sort of psychological drama, just realize your life situation is a life situation. It's neutral. And what you tell yourself about it will be the true thing. If you tell yourself this is the worst thing that ever happened to me, the universe will say, and so it is. If you tell yourself this is the moment my life changed forever and I'm now on a new timeline, the universe will say, so it is. So this is up to you, is what this universe is what this universe, or reading, I really should say universe, because every reading is like a universe unto itself. But I hope you enjoyed this reading, Aquarius. I'm going to conclude it here. If you feel like you need more information on your situation, feel free to book a personal reading with me. You can find the information on that in the description box underneath this video. Always great and an honor and a pleasure to work one-on-one with you guys. Be super interested to see what's going on here. But either way, I'll talk to you next week. Hang in there and have a great day.